and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you with a design team maker from Cleverprints. So I was sort of sat thinking, I have loads of little bits and pieces left over from the other bits, a few makes that I have done. And I'm thinking, what can I make? And then I thought, oh, do you know what? I haven't made a journal in like forever, and not an envelope journal, because I know I've made them and I know we're using envelopes, but I'm talking about just a plain old bog standard journal. But then I thought, why can't we use envelopes for the cover? So all I've done, I have two envelopes here. These are 5 by 7, and I'm just going to tuck this side into here like that. I fold it over and fold that over, and there we have our cover. Now I do need to glue this down, so I'm just going to grab my wet glue, and I'm just going to go in there, and we're just going to pop on the glue, because that all needs to be adhered down. And then we're going to do the same with this, and this is just going to reinforce the spine as well, which is really nice. Okay, so actually make sure that we've got that right, because that does not feel right. That feels like it's moved. Oh well. So do be careful, make sure that it doesn't move like mine has. So there we have it. So there is our journal, and then we've got 2 pockets as well. You don't have to use the pockets. If you don't want to, we can cover that. Now I've just got some regular 80 GSM copy paper. I am going to fold it over, and you're probably thinking, why am I not putting it down? And the simple reason is because once I have sewn it in, let me just show you. So once I sew it in, I can then cut around it perfectly, so it fits perfectly within my journal. So that's what we're going to do. Now I'm going to do it a bit of a different way, because I've got this really thick thread, and this is what I want to use to bind it. So I'm just going to cut a bit off, and my scissors are very sticky, which isn't helping, because I don't want that to be frayed at the end, but it is. And then I'm going to grab my pokey tool, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that through, but right the way through, so we've got a nice large hole, and then I'm just going to push that through it. So this is to do it without a needle, and we have that. Then I'm going to come along and do it. So I'm only having the 2 holes in this. Push it in there like so, and then I'm actually going to bring this out so that we've got the dangle, like the thread on the outside of it. Right, I may need to cut this, but it should go through. However, I have just moved it, so that does not bode well. So right, let me just cut this off. Okay, I can't really see where there is, so I'm just going to push that in again, then get my thread ready. There we go, and then we're going to push that through. Okay, so just like that. Now I do have a really long piece, a bit longer than what we actually needed, but that's fine. And then I'm just going to come, and we are going to just pop in a knot, and that is our journal all bound in. So this is like really, I think it's about 2 mil thick, this thread. It's actually baker's twine, and I absolutely love it, but I haven't got a needle that goes through it, so I find that just doing it that way, yeah, I can still use it for what I bought it for. Now I'm just going to go in my little tub off to the side of me and grab my cutting knife, move these back, and I'm going to grab my metal ruler. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that just there. Actually, I'm just going to trim that down there like that. And then what I'm going to do is move these back over, right, like that. So I have a line, but I'm going to come just in from that line about 1 mil. That's it. Make sure that's all flat, it's all perfect, and then I'm going to trim it all. So I'm just going to keep going, and I definitely recommend you use a metal ruler for this. Okay, and don't try and do them all in one go. You want to take your time over it because you get a better cut to it. And then just lining my ruler up just with that edge, again being about 1 mil down from it. We're going to do the same here, and we're just going to trim it. And this is just ensuring we get the perfect fit for our journal. And it just means if you're not very good at measuring, then this way is definitely the way for you. Okay, and then we're going to turn it again, and again just being about 1 mil from there, we are going to cut this bit. Actually, I need to go from that end so we don't cut the envelope. So actually, it's actually safer to cut away from you as well, so it all works out quite nicely. So just keep going like so. Okay, just yeah. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat on this. I'm going to just use my scissors, just because, yeah, it's easier. Right, okay, so that is our journal now complete, and as you can see, it is perfectly, you know, together. It fits all perfectly in. There's no, it's not like there's no protruding pages or anything, so it fits lovely. So now what we're going to do is, this is where we're going to decorate it. Now what I'm going to be using today to decorate them is, we have, let me just move, we've got some die sets. So I'm actually going to use I'm thinking of using this piece and this piece for the back and for the front. We're then going to be using the stamp sets. So I already have my bits already prepped, but we're using Born to Fly. I'm not sure which this one's called, but it's absolutely fantastic. I love it. And then we have this one as well. This one is called The Little Things. We've got Where Wildflowers Grow, we've got Floral Twist, Happy Soul, and Explore the Wildflowers. And then we've got 3 stencils as well. So the stencils I'm going to be using is Shape Fun, Amaze Balls, and Flower Fall. So I think the one that I'm going to use today is the Amaze Balls, because I haven't used that one yet, and it's, I just love them all. I think they all need to be used. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to open that up and take that out. And what I want to do is I'm going to come in with, what colour shall I come in with? Right, let me move my thread out the way. Do I want to come in with pinks or, oh, actually, let's come in with the yellow. So I'm going to come in with my mustard seed. So just find my yellow. Yeah, there it is. And what I'm going to do is we're just going to come in and bring some of that gorgeous, gorgeous texture in to our journal. Because it's just going to look gorgeous. And I'm not looking for perfection at all for this. Oh, how amazing does that look? You can just see it, which is really, really nice. So then I'm going to do the same again on the back. So, like so, and get as much on as I can. Okay. Oh, again, just stunning. It's just a hint of colour, but I definitely think we chose the right one. And then what I'm wanting to do is we've got these gorgeous pieces here, which is part of the dies. I'm wanting to stick it on there. So these are going to be our covers, part of our covers, and then we'll decorate them up. So I've got one for the front and I've got one for the back. Okay, and I'm just going to pop glue in and around everything. Okay, like so. Okay, and we'll glue those down in between there. Right, like so. And then I'm just going to stick that like that. Make sure it's all nice and straight, which it is. And then just hold it down because we really want this to adhere. So just giving the glue a few seconds in which to take. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to do exactly the same on the front. So I have two pieces the same. So we're going to get these nicely glued down. Okay. So just going all the way around. So I am going to go in a minute because I want to say bye to my children. They're going to meet their grandma today, which is really nice. Right. So let's see what way. Triangles at the top. Okay. And then I'm just going to stick that now like that. Okay. And we're going to push that down and make sure, again, just making sure that glue takes. Now you can't really see much of that yellow, but I have to admit the pop of that yellow is just absolutely fab. I love it. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm just going to trim it down. So I've just got my scissors. Now my scissors are sticky, so I'm going to go and clean them. So I'm going to go off camera now, give these a good clean, trim that down, and then I'll be back. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. So there, that's all done. Scissors are now cleaned, and I've trimmed off the top and the bottom. I'm loving how it's looking. So all I did while I was off camera was I just went around the whole edge on both sides with the mustard seed, just because I thought it would look nice. I've then grabbed a piece of card. Look at that. And I sprayed my stencil and did a reverse print. How gorgeous does that look? And I just thought, how amazing would that be on this journal? I also did a reverse print of the floral one as well. And I'm actually very tempted. Let's cut these down to create journaling cards to pop into the, what do you call it? The pockets on the inside, so we can decorate these up as well. I just thought, how gorgeous are those? So I am just going to trim these down. So these are actually going to be 6 3/4 by 4.5. Well, that one is anyway. So let me just cut this one down. So I want it 6 3/4. And then are we already at 4.5? Just about. So yeah, I'm gonna do something with those, I think, because they're just absolutely stunning. Right, okay, so this is my front. The other thing that I thought about was actually cutting these. Oh, look at that. That looks really, really nice on there. And so does the yellow one, just as the front cover. So we've still got, we can still see some of the die cut. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to use it as a front cover, and that I'll come back on and we'll do another video, and we'll make that into a card, I think. But I'm loving that as the front cover. But what I really think I want to do is roughen up that edge. Now, let me just get my tool, because I'm going to make this quite scruffy. I can hear something. I'm not quite sure. I think it's Lady up to mischief. is Lady up to mischief? Here she comes. Right, so my daughters have just left to go and meet up with their grandma. So Lady wanted to go and watch out of the window. Now she's come back to her bed in here with me. Okay, so loving that. Now I'm going to bring in my yellow. I'm not going to add any more to this because I don't want it too dark. I'm just going to use what is on the brush just to take away that brightness of the cardstock around the edge. Loving that. Right, I'm not going to put any dimension or anything, but I'm going to stick that down. Okay, so it's amazing, isn't it, what you can do with the reverse. So when you've got ink left all over your stencil, if you spray it with water on your mat and then place a piece of cardstock or paper over the top, you get some beautiful, beautiful images, which is what we have here. Oh, I love that. So that's, make sure it's nicely adhered down. Just got to keep an eye on the time because I know hubby's going to be ringing soon. And then I have lots and lots of these elements. Now I had thought I wanted this on the front cover, but I'm not 100% sure actually now. Although, what about if we pop that there with that? That looks quite nice. Do you know what? Let's just do it. Otherwise, I'm going to end up faffing, and I don't want to faff because, yeah, I'm so excited to see how this is going to turn out. So I have put plenty of glue on just because the card is popping up just where there's been lots of water on it from where I've watercoloured, because this piece has been watercoloured. Okay, and then I'm loving that there, and I do have another one which we could have there. Actually, do you know what, how gorgeous does that look? So I'm thinking that might be all that we need for our piece, for our front cover, and then a sentiment. Okay, and then that one just there. So again, put plenty of glue on because we want this to stick nicely. The other thing we have lots of like petals, all different designs. Now I did do them in different colours, but I do have some like orange ones, which I was thinking just, yeah. So let's stick these down, which can go in this corner. Okay, and yeah, I do. I have another one. Okay, so just to give something else, that, yeah, and then I'm thinking just having two in this corner, just so that those two corners, they match. Yeah, I'm liking that. Right, okay, really liking that. And then so I've kept a few of the sentiments out. You'll find me where the wildflowers grow, which I really like. I like that across there actually. And then, but I really like this one as well. Do what makes your soul happy. And I think for the first time ever, I'm just gonna have two. And then the other one would probably be this one, but no, I'm thinking that just those two alone. No, I'm going to go with three because I like how that looks as well. So let's stick that on. Okay, and then I'm going to go all the way around and stick that one there, and then come in and stick this one down. I love that. I really love that cover. How gorgeous does that look? Now it does look wonky though, and there's nothing much I can do about that, except for add in another flower maybe. Or is that just too much? I'm just looking through the camera lens, because I could sort of, I don't think it does it? If we have it like that maybe, but then I would feel like I need something else, and then I think I need something else, and I don't want to just take, oh, I do like that. No, I don't want to overtake from that, so we're just going to leave as is, and I'm just going to have to work out what I can do down there. Let's have a look. I've got, what about if I took this piece and had it laid on? No, not liking that. It really is distracting me. Maybe, no. Right. I don't know, guys. I can't think. This is the one that seems to be the one that, oh look, can we have it? Do you know what? Who said we couldn't have it upside down? Do you know what? Did someone say that we could? I think that might be the answer to all of my prayers. And that, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to stick it upside down because I like it. And who said that we couldn't? So maybe me putting this on wonky was meant to be. So that's, I'm going to go there like that. Okay, I'm just going to stick that down. So that then covers up the fact that we have gone completely wonky. Okay, and you know what? I'm just going to fold that around the edge of there. So hold that down, because again, I want that glue to take. Because when this opens and shuts, that needs to be able to take. So that'll need to be left for quite a while, I think. I like that. I really like it. And then just as an extra little something, I'm just going to put that on there, just because it's the same colours. Oh, do you know, that's actually turned out really nicely. And then, oh, and that's worked perfectly. Excellent. So, do we want snail? Oh, should we have the snail on? What do you think? What do you think? Should we have the snail on? I do like the snail on, and I like it without. I think I'm just overdoing it. I think I like it just as it is. How about, and then on the back, we have a flower. Just so. Oh, actually, what about if I use this piece as well? Okay, and just to go up like that, push that down, and then we bring in, just so that it gives it the background just a little bit more interest. I'm going to stick that one there, and maybe that one there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I can stick there. Do I want this one on? No. Definitely, no, leave that for another day. I like that. I like what we've got already. I think that works really nicely. So that is our journal, guys, and how gorgeous is that? I love it. I think, and the last thing that I sort of want to do is I want to bring in one of the stencils. I'm going to bring in the flower ball stencil, and using scattered straw, which is a very, like a lot paler than yeah, the other one. I'm going to just bring in some stenciling on each page, just like that, just so that we've got some interest. Like so. And we're just going to go around and do this on all the pages, which can get a little, but it just really feel like it works. So yeah, and it just gives that little bit of interest. I don't even know how many pages is in this book. I just grabbed a load of sheets of what I thought felt right. So yeah. So just rubbing it off. But it just, like I said, it brings in that interest, doesn't it? I'm wondering if... bring it out a bit. There we go, so that you can actually see everything. Okay, so some areas are going to be darker. There we go. So yeah, it's just having that little bit. It also makes it nice for whoever has this journal to open it up and, you know, have a little something on each page ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera now. I'm going to finish this up, and then we'll sort of, I don't think I want to add anything else. I think I'm going to cut some cards down so that we can make a couple of journaling cards as well, just to go in those front pockets. So I'll do that off camera as well, and then we'll be back and we will finish off our journal. So I won't be a minute. So I am back. Right, I've already done this journaling card, which it just looks so cute, doesn't it? I really like it. So that one's going to sit in the back of here. So I did manage to do all the pages, and what I'm going to do the other journaling card, I'm going to do it very much the same as I've done this one. I just thought you probably didn't want to see me do both of them. So let me just pop that in there. Okay, so as you can see, every page has some stenciling on, which is, it just makes it look really, really cool. Now, all I did was I got my stencil and what was left on my brush, and went over it. So I got the daisy pattern, the floral pattern, sorry. And then I'm going to come in with my mustard seed and I'm going to go around the whole edge. Now, this cardstock is actually left over from the mixed media card that I created the other day using these stamps and die sets. But I like the fact that it still had some of that texture paste on, so that's what I've used, and we don't like to waste either, do we? So I've just done that all the way around. Okay, so I can put them back because I don't need them anymore. Right, I've then got, so let me just wipe that off. I did the same with my sentiment. So the sentiment as well has the daisy pattern within it. So I don't know if you can, oh, dropped it. So I don't know if you can sort of see that. Probably just, camera, come on, focus there. So you can just see it. So I just thought that was a nice little something. And then I've just got my Aquaflow pen. This is a watercolor pen and it's in black, and all I did was I just went round and created a border with it, because it really doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so just like that. And then using the pen, I then put on black splashes because it is super juicy, and yeah, it works perfectly. So there's that. Let me just get rid of that. And then for this one, I've got this little flower and I've got this sentiment. So the sentiment is My Soul is Made from Wildflowers, and then we have that gorgeous flower. What am I looking for, guys? I want my black pen. There it is. But before I do anything else, I just want to edge this sentiment with my black pen. Okay, like so. And then what I'm going to do, I also want my glitter pen. So my sparkle pen, and I'm just, if it'll go on. So these are actually, this is being coloured with wax pencils, but it's going on quite nicely. So I'm just wanting some sparkle on there. Okay, now I have put some little foam dots on the back. They're not very thick, so they're just thin foam squares. So I've just used those, and they're quite easy to come off. So because they're easy to come off, I'm not going to put any glue on, although I might just do, as long as I've done most of them, we should be all right. Okay, and I'm just going to put glue on the rest, like so, like that, and then down that, and then that's just going to sit in the center, like that, and that's going to go down there, and then this is just going to glue over the top of it, over that bit here, so just across there like that. And that is our second journaling card. How gorgeous is that? And that, when it's dry, will just sit in the front there. So that is it for today. That is my journal made using envelopes as our cover. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's the back and that's the front. Loving that yellow, so bright and perfect for this time of year. I've got black splashes on the pages. How cool. Oh, I should do that to all of them. I'll be there all day. But yeah, we've kept the pockets in, you don't have to, and then we've got 2 journaling cards, and then we've done stenciling on all of the different pages. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you some ideas, and I hope you love this collection just as much as I love this collection. Do you know, I'm having so much fun having a good play. No doubt there will be a few more videos, so yeah, like I said, I can't help it. I really love it. So anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hopefully we'll see you again in another video very soon. But until then, happy crafting everyone. Bye.